What is going on, guys? Autosport Mobile released a new update a few days ago, and this is episode 7 of my 2026 Autosport Mobile career mode. In this episode we are heading to Monaco and we are checking out the new update. The main focus on this update was to improve the AI, and later in the video you will see how the AI improved in racing. Now let's focus on the action on track. Through Mirabeau we go down to the tightest corner in the calendar and through the next two corners to the tunnel, and I'll leave you till the end. Through Rascas we go to the penultimate corner, and now into the final corner, onto the start finish straight with two purple sectors, the DRS wide open and the ERS also enabled, and we are in provisional pole position. And here are the results of Q1, and I left it with it to have some more fights through the streets of Monaco. So here we are for the overall qualifying results. In the end, Lando Norris got his pole position, and Verstappen starts from P2, and Oscar Piastri completes the top 3. And here's how the rest of the results look like. I start from P15 in the end, and now let's jump into the race. Fire red lights go off, and off we go for the Monaco Grand Prix. We get a decent start, losing one position directly off the line, but we get them back through Saint-Devote. Up the hill we go. We nearly got squeezed into the wall by the AI. We nearly ran 3 wide through the straight up the hill. Through the Casino section we go right behind the Alpine of Pierre Gasly, closing up, exiting the corner, down to the Mirabeau. We make a dive bomb on the inside and we can overtake the Frenchman, and now we're right behind the Aston Martin of Fernando Alonso. Through the tightest corner of the calendar we go once again. Now down the hill into the tunnel we go. We had a little look on the inside, but couldn't really make a move out of it. Now down to the Nouvelle chicane. Can we make a dive bomb on the inside? No, the AI brakes too late. Really a surprise for me now that the AI suddenly brakes that late, because in previous races before the update the AI braked way earlier. So this was maybe an improvement from the update that the AI now brakes later. Through Rascas we go. We overtake Fernando Alonso and we're up to P8 after just one lap starting from P15. Now we are right behind Oliver Behrman in the Haas car. And now through Saint-Devote up the hill we go once again. We lost a bit of momentum through the first corner and he gapped me a bit, but through the Casino section we can make up the time again, and here we are right behind Oliver Behrman again. Down to the hairpin we go once again. Can we make a move on the inside? No, we clap his rear tire and nearly take us both out of the race. And now he go through the corner in front of the tunnel. I had a little look on the inside, but it squeezed me into the wall and we couldn't convert it into an overtake. But once again down to the Nouvelle chicane, we had another look on the Haas driver, but still couldn't convert it into a move as he brakes way later than I expected. Through the back corner we go, and now into the two swimming pool chicanes. Now another look on the inside and still no move able to make. But through Rascas we go. Now can we make a move? I really got squeezed tight into the wall, but it worked out and we're up to P7. Onto the start finish straight we go. The Haas driver is closing up, but the straight is not long enough for him to repass me. So we are now catching up to George Russell in the Mercedes. The Mercedes man just down in P6, and we are closing and closing. Through the Casino square we go. We run wide a bit on the exit, so we lose a bit of momentum, but through Mirabeau we are now right behind his rear, and down through the hairpin we make a dive bomb and we're up to P6. Now we're right behind Lewis Hamilton. We nearly lost the car on the exit of the corner, and now lost a bit time to Lewis Hamilton. Can Russell repass me through the tunnel on this straight? His top speed is great. Around the outside, we defend the inside down the Nouveau chicane, but our car gets clipped on the curb, and we're stuck. We're stuck. The Aston Martin luckily turns us to the right facing way again, so we can continue without any further damage to our race. And a few laps later, we caught up again to a McLaren this time. So while we nearly lost the car through the casino square, down the inside we could go. Can we make an overtake on the McLaren? He closes the door in the last minute, and I nearly spin him out. But through the hairpin, I make the move, and we are up to P7 now. And here you could clearly see that the AI really got improved, as they are now really leaving you the space you need. And there's a safety car! There's a random safety car now! What the hell? And nothing happened in the safety car, period, obviously. So 4 laps later, we're continuing. Now the house of Berman is now right in front of me again. Onto the start finish straight we go. We directly use our overtake button, and we're closing and closing and closing on the house down to the first corner through stunt vote, and we make the move. We're up to P6 again. Now we are close to Russell once again. Can we this time overtake him? As a few laps before that, he directly overtook me as I defended the inside line and crashed with the car. But through Mirabeau, we make a huge lunge down the inside, and we're up to P5 now already. Next up ahead is Lewis Hamilton. Through Sainte-Devote we go once again. The hill. But what the hell? He brake checks me, and I get the drive-through penalty for not reacting on time. Jeez, this AI is hating me today. It's gonna be difficult to win the race today, I guess. We will see what the next laps bring. Let's now focus on serving our drive-through penalty, because if we don't serve it this lap, we will get disqualified. Let's now repass Russell, and into the pit lane we go to serve our drive-through penalty. We lose a huge amount of positions. After the pits, we are down in P8. This is insane. But luckily the AI is still not very fast through a lap around Monaco, so it's gonna be easy to repass them all. Out of the pits we go through the first corner, fast forwarding a bit, as we get caught exiting the casino section, and we'll even lose further more positions. And as we are in a reverse gear, we even have to brake for the straights to get back into the normal gear. Such devastating after drive-through penalty to lose more positions by not concentrating. But why do we get stuck in the wall, just like we're trying to wall right, and then we suddenly get stuck in it? Now let's focus right back on the race again. Down the inside we go. We have a look on the inside, and we squeeze the hard driver onto the wall, and somehow we managed to overtake him by cutting the corner a little bit. But we are up to P13 now again. Next up ahead is Lance Stroll in the Aston Martin, and we are closing up rapidly through the swimming pool chicanes. And now down to Raskas. Can we make a move into the corner? No, we're too far behind. But exiting Raskas, we are side by side. We get a better exit through the final corner. Can I overtake you? Yes, we can. And we're up to P11 now, as someone pitted. I guess it was Gabriel Bortoletto. And then Alpine came out of the pits. We narrowly miss him here on re-ending him, but somehow we managed to also overtake him. So we are up to P10 now. Next up ahead is Andrea Kimi Antonelli, and in front of him is my teammate Liam Lawson. Side by side we go with the Mercedes man down to Mirabeau. I nearly clapped the wall and spin out, but I managed to overtake him. And now I also try to overtake my teammate around the outside, but he squeezes me off, and I nearly lose my car exiting the corner and lose the position to Antonelli in the end. So my teammate didn't really leave enough room for me to work with, so I lost the position to another driver. But down the inside, down to the Nouveau chicane, we make a huge lunge on Antonelli, but he squeezes me off track too, and I can't overtake him. So we'll have to wait a few corners more. Through the swimming pool chicanes we go. We're catching up again to Antonelli and Lawson. Can we now overtake him through Raskas? Down the inside we go. We make a huge lunge and tap the rear of my teammate. But we overtake both. We overtake both. We make a double overtake on both of them. And we're up to P8. Now we finally made up the ground we lost for our drives to penalty and our spin in the car section. So we are now trying to perform a fastest lap as we caught up to George Russell. I guess he spun away in the final corner or something, but we have closed up rapidly to him and now directly overtake him. Also overtake a McLaren. I guess it was Lando Norris. I think he came out of the pits and didn't really came up to speed. So we are up to P6 now, and next up ahead is still Charles Leclerc, and we caught up to him a few laps later, now with 2 green sectors. In the previous lap we had 2 purple sectors, and now fast forwarding a bit down to the tightest hairpin of the calendar. Can we overtake him? We had a bit of another line, but not yet able to overtake him, using every millimeter of the track, exiting the corner right in front of the tunnel. But on this straight, he's getting away a bit again through the chicane. I brake a bit too late, narrowly missing the core chicane, but managed to stay on track. And here we go, I spin him out. What the hell? Oh no! I'm really sorry to you, Charles, but it had to be for you brake checking me a few laps ago. No, I think it was Lewis Hamilton. Never mind, it's still a Ferrari. We caught up to Isaac Hadjar now in a Red Bull and Oscar Piastri right in front of him. Can we overtake them both somewhere? Through Rust cars we go. We make a huge lunge down the inside and narrowly can overtake Hadjar and Oscar Piastri. He decides last minute to come to the pits, so we're up to P2 now. Next up ahead is only Lewis Hamilton left, who brake checked me before, as you remember. I corrected me, and now lap 11, no, it's lap 12, we're finally released to the lead as Lewis Hamilton comes to the pits. So let's push everything we've got when it's time for our pit stop. Few laps later we're already lapping some cars, a Haas and the Williams. The Williams didn't really recognize me, I guess, as he pulled right in front of me. But through the casino square we can lap him. So we lap 2 cars now. And next up ahead is the Alpine. As you can see, we caught up to him and we nearly spun him around too, like the McLaren a few laps ago, as you remember still maybe. Through the corners we go down to the tunnel, as he is not letting me pass right away. And he's also getting away. He has got a better top speed through the tunnel. Where can we lap him, as he's holding me up through the corners? Onto the straight after the corner, and what the hell? Another drive through penalty. What is going on with this insane stupid AI, man? I don't get it. Now we have to solve another drive through penalty, and just because the AI is too stupid to just move away. What is going on? The update promised so many new improvements to the AI that they are now letting you finally pass when they are getting lapped, but none of these are really implemented into the game. I just don't understand it, man. How is this even possible? And we spin out another time by just tapping the wall. What is going on with these walls in Monaco? I just tapped the wall with my tire. Then I get stuck and then I get spin around. What? Let's focus on this race. It's just hopeless. Let's just focus and try to secure us the best possible result in this race, as it's really getting frustrating. And we come to the pits now to change our tires after getting into the pits 3 times to change the tires during one single pit stop. But we've finally done it, guys. We finally made our pit stop where we really changed our tires. So we're now trying to secure us our fastest lap, as it got taken away by Charles Leclerc once again. And here we are on our attempt, and also catching up to Lewis Hamilton just a few laps after our pit stop. And here we go, catching up into Santewald. And also we made our fastest lap, a 1 minute 08.8. Very quick lap, I'd say. And now let's focus on trying to overtake Lewis Hamilton for the win. Through the casino section we go once again, down the hill to Mirabo. Where can we line up for an overtake? It's getting difficult and we're running out of laps. Through the hairpin we have closed up rapidly to Lewis Hamilton, but where can we overtake him? Track is very narrow, so we can't really overtake him apart from hard braking zones, and there are not really many on this track. Down to the Nouveau chicane, and this time we brake on time and also the same braking speed as the AI. Exiting the Nouveau chicane we have caught up to Hamilton, and he had a mince through the Tabak chicane and narrowly managed to save it and stay on track, but I couldn't make a move out of it. And here I had a little look on the inside, a small dive bomb, but could get the power down on the exit, so he stays in front of me for now. And we have to wait another lap to try to overtake him, as our battery is pretty much empty now. Through the first corner we go, cutting the first corner a little bit to catch up to Lewis Hamilton a bit faster. Up the hill we go to the casino square. Where can we overtake Lewis Hamilton? Through this corner we go, down the hill, down the Tabak. We nearly lost the car exiting the casino corner. We are now right behind him, down to the hairpin. I thought about making a dive into the hairpin, but didn't convert it into a real overtake. Through the tunnel, into the tunnel we go. Now with the overtake enabled, we're closing and closing. Down to the hairpin. Can we make a dive on? Big lunge down the inside. But I thought about it and didn't really make the move, as he closed the door a bit early and I couldn't brake too late. And I make the same copy-paste mistake as him, as I turned in too early into the back and clapped the front tire in the wall. And into Rascas we go once again. We've caught up to him another time. Now we are really close with the overtake enabled. Here we go, exiting the final corner. We get a better exit. Side by side we go. He squeezes me into the wall, but claps my rear tire and literally puts me into the wall. Santevort. No, why did he do that? He literally turned into me and gave me a small bump to let my car gets into the wall, and I get distracted by the lapped cars now and unfortunately let out of throttle. But what is going on here? Marcus hold Lewis Hamilton up and I'm up to the lead. I'm up to the lead just one lap after he forced me into the wall in turn 1. But now I'm up into the lead and hopefully we can push away to finally make our win. This would be the 6th win in a row, I'd say, I think, or is it the 5th win in a row? But now, around the outside, he had a little look, he tried to overtake me, but overshooted it and crashed on the exit of the Nouveau chicane, and I am back into the lead. And now, here we go, onto the final lap of the Season 1 2026 Monaco Grand Prix. Can we win this race? Or will it be Lewis Hamilton to crown him another victory here in the streets of Monaco, as he overtakes me around the outside of the casino section, and I didn't give up, down the inside of Mirabo, and he squeezes me into the wall and I'm nearly out. And I have to go the opposite way to recover onto the track to continue. But the dreams of winning the Monaco Grand Prix here in Season 1 are broken. A really heartbreaking moment for the confidence of every F1 driver. But it is what it is. And now let's focus and settle back with P2, as we are nearly half a minute anyways in front of everyone else. Just me and Lewis Hamilton are that far in front of everyone. Going to the Nouveau chicane for one last time in this race, and then also lapping a Williams and a Haas, getting through Tabak and the two swimming pool chicanes for one final time. It was a very exciting and entertaining race, but in the end we couldn't win it because the AI just stunned me in the corners and braking zones and wherever I could. And so here we are, lapping 2 cars and ending the race in P2.
Turn recharge mode on. Mega job, you gave it everything.
And here's the podium. We are in P2 here, celebrating our result, and with us on the podium, that's the McLaren of Lando Norris, who's completing the podium. And then we've got Max Verstappen, Charles Leclerc, George Russell, Pierre Gasly, Gabriel Bortoleto, Alonso and Lance Stroll completing the top 10. And here's how the rest of the results look like. Piastri fell down to P17 starting from P3. This is insane. What did he do? Probably the safety car, or he got stuck somewhere, or the pit stop strategy. Something might have come together, and so he didn't really get a great result out of it. And my teammate also fell, starting from P9, ended up in P14. So not so good results for many drivers overall. And now let's check out the championship standings. Bortoleto moves up 2 places with his great P8, and Lewis Hamilton catches up to me. In the Constructors' Championship standings, the bottom teams shake up a little bit, and Ferrari further builds a gap.